as tradition takes centre stage tonight in Cardiff's Millennium Stadium. Two old foes come together in the curtain raiser as double victors Arsenal look to continue their winning ways this year, hoping to add European silverware to the trophy cabinet. Liverpool will again pose a serious threat to the Gunners' hopes of back-to-back titles after a fantastic run home at the end of last season. It might well be for charity off the pitch, but no quarter shall be given on it, as Arsenal face Liverpool in the inaugural Community Shield.
One of the finds
probably
of the season.
One of the top three players, out of the final contingent.
Stephen Gerrard, who missed the World Cup through injury. It's good to see him back and starting off the season. He's a big key to them this year. See Heskey in the background there.
Okay, we are now going to head off to our commentator, Mr. Peter Brackley at the Millennium Stadium. But just before we do, a quick tip from both of you.
Oh, it's got to be the Reds. Liverpool, that is.
Arnie?
I'll go Arsenal, since I haven't been
that's a shot.
beaten since December last year. 2-1 Arsenal.
Okay, here's Peter Brackley.
Patrick Vieira is the new captain of Arsenal this season. Frenchman taking over the captain's armband from Tony Adams, whose retirement from the game is imminent. And the crowd is just being informed that the teams are in the tunnel, and there will be a terrific, a deafening roar when they come out any second now.
Community Shield in partnership with McDonald's. Here.
A traditional occasion and traditional rivals. It's extraordinary that they should have met here only the season before last in the FA Cup final, and then here they come again. Liverpool, of course, defending this competition. They beat Manchester United here 12 months ago. And Arsene Wenger and Gerard Houllier get the football season in England underway. Two of the most successful managers in the English game. Both Frenchmen, of course. Wenger, age 52 now, Houllier 54. He won 5 trophies in 2001. Wenger, of course, the man who has twice led Arsenal to cup and league doubles. Smiles everywhere on the faces of the youngsters. And we are going to have the national anthem in a moment from a group of youngsters by the name of Shock. And as you can see from that shot, Michael Owen is playing for Liverpool today. He's overcoming hamstring difficulties in recent weeks. He was absent last weekend in Madrid. The team's now being presented to the chief guest, Britain's greatest ever Olympian, Sir Steve Redgrave OBE. Winner of 5 gold medals in rowing competition in Olympic Games. Going all the way back to 1984. Jeff Thompson from the Football Association. Nobody surely will ever emulate the feats of Steve Redgrave on the rivers around the world. The greatest name in rowing history. And what a moment for Patrick Vieira to introduce his players to Sir Steve Redgrave. Very proud to be the new skipper of Arsenal, wearing their new shirt here for the first time, apart from the pre-season friendlies, of course, but all those are behind them now. We're on to the reality of competition. Adam Crozier, the Football Association, introduced to Arsene Wenger, who's seen it all before here. What a wonderful setting this is for the start of the season. The official party now moving across the line of officials, and then Sami Hyypiä, the captain of Liverpool from Finland, Jerzy Dudek, the Polish goalkeeper, another of those who was at the World Cup finals, Abel Xavier, the Portuguese defender there, an unmistakable figure. This is the 14th big match now staged in Cardiff, and every one of them has been enjoyable. Didi Hamann and Stefan Onsho. And Gerard Houllier, so good to see him happily recovered from his heart surgery, which decimated his season last year. He was lucky to be alive, and inevitably Sven-Göran Eriksson is here today,
Ladies
the
and
England manager.
gentlemen, led by Shock.
And now the crowd will stand for the national anthem led by Shock.
Anthem.
I think it's safe to say that's the youngest person to give us a rendition of the national anthem I've ever seen at an occasion like this. Now 8,000 red and black balloons are being released into the skies above the Millennium Stadium here in South Wales
First of all,
as the two teams break. And I did mention that it's only 42 days since the World Cup final in Yokohama, and we do have two players here in Cardiff who were very much involved in that final. Gilberto Silva of Brazil is listed among Arsenal's substitutes, while Germany's Didi Hamann starts in his usual central midfield role for Liverpool. So let's have a look then at the way the sides are going to line up here today. And we'll start with Arsenal. No Tony Adams or Freddie Ljungberg, who've been such influential figures here before at Cardiff, and no new names either. Arsene Wenger sends out a really tried and trusted 11 under the new skipper Patrick Vieira. There is a place alongside him in midfield for the other Brazilian Edu though, and Wenger's summer recruits, Pascal Sigan from Lille and Gilberto Silva from Atletico Mineiro, have to wait their turn and hope for a call from the bench. There is one new star in the Liverpool galaxy, the much heralded Senegal striker El Hadji Diouf, who really came to the fore with his World Cup exploits. He starts in attack alongside Michael Owen, recovered from his most recent hamstring problems and itching no doubt to repeat his match-winning feat here in the FA Cup final against Arsenal the season before last when he scored twice. And the other significant name in Gerard Houlier's list is that of the French defender Jimmy Traoré. There's only two previous appearances in this country, were both against Hull City in the Worthington Cup a couple of seasons ago now. He has been figuring in pre-season and played in the tournament to celebrate Real Madrid's centenary last weekend.
10, Michael Owen.
So it's going to be very interesting to see how Michael Owen and El Hadji Diouf combine. Emile Hesketh will feature down the right-hand side for Liverpool. Kick-off is lined up alongside Owen on the centre line. Hadji Diouf there scored 8 times for Senegal in their World Cup qualifying campaign and really was a big hit out in Japan and Korea. Michael Owen's last goal was also struck in those World Cup finals against Brazil, when sadly England went out. So perfect setting. Nice afternoon now, the early morning rain has disappeared, but there was a considerable sprinkling on the turf this morning, so it's slightly damp and that's just what the players like. Referee today, by the way, Alan Wiley from Staffordshire. Arsenal in red and Liverpool in their new alternative strip, sort of a black and grey number. And Sol Campbell starting his second campaign, of course, in the red of Arsenal after leaving Tottenham Hotspur. The first slip there by Steven Gerrard, just showing what a damp surface it is. Arsenal feeling very much at home here, but certainly not more at home than Liverpool, who are unbeaten here. They played Birmingham City in the Worthington Cup, and they beat them. And they beat Arsenal, and they feel very comfortable coming down here to this Millennium Stadium. Such a good facility. Here is Risa for Liverpool, the ball in, and Heskey failing to control it. And it looks as though Liverpool are actually starting with Heskey up alongside Owen and Hadji just playing just behind them. First free kick awarded by referee Wiley, who's one of the regular Premier League officials. It will be an Arsenal free kick, and Patrick Vieira will take it. Look to play it short to Ashley Cole. Campbell, yet another back from World Cup duty, as is Keown there, although he never actually started a game, never got on for England. Troyer's clearance, big opportunity for Jimmy Troyer. It seemed last year as though he was on his way out at Anfield. There was talk of a move to Blackburn Rovers for him. It didn't materialise, and now he's been given a starting place ahead of Jamie Carragher. This will skid over the top of Cole and taken on by Sylvain Wiltord, the Frenchman who runs positively at Liverpool. But as he nicks the ball in field, it's straight to Sami Hyypiä. Kaman almost caught by the retracking Wiltord. Vieira. Amazingly, he's been 7 seasons now with Arsenal, Patrick Vieira. It's gone by in a flash. Came with Emmanuel Petit, of course, now at Chelsea. Bergkamp's ball across the 18-yard area, accepted by Xavier. Traore couldn't get past the extended leg of Thierry Henry. There's a hearty push in the back here by Edu. Xavier. Now Gerrard, who really came back last weekend in Madrid after his latest injury worries. Came back very well too, and it's he who plays it forward there, but the interception is by Edu. Then Wiltord, who always looks positive when he sets off running like that. Edu will keep the move ticking along on the right with Lauren. Such a big squad, of course, Arsenal, and still without some of their top-name players, Giovanni van Bronckhorst, the likes of Francis Jeffers not getting a look in either. That's a lovely ball from Henry, accepted here by Parler. First time cross in, and put out by Hyypiä into that bank of fans behind the goal. The game's first corner kick goes to Arsenal. A towering presence, Sami Hyypiä. Edu's left-footed, so he'll swing this one in towards Jerzy Dudek. Arsenal have 5 in here for this, including Campbell. And it sort of flicked off Sol Campbell's head. He appeared to be in great position for this. He'd found some space in there, far more than he should have been allowed. But it was a flick header which carried it away from goal. His last goal was for England against Sweden. Vieira stretches, but the tackle was from behind in the opinion of referee Wiley by Gerrard. It's left Vieira decked. It's always a moot point whether a tackle is from behind or from the side in circumstances like that, and having looked at Vieira, referee Wiley has decided that there's got to be a caution for Gerrard. Well, one can only assume that there's a visible injury to the Frenchman. Referee Wiley, I'm sure, wasn't considering a yellow card, but having looked at the injury sustained here by Patrick Vieira, he now has cautioned Steven Gerrard for that tackle. First yellow card of his season. Such a talented youngster, it was such a shame he didn't go to the World Cup finals, though. Gérard Houllier has actually been praising Steven Gerrard for that this week, saying it was a big decision for him to take as a youngster, but he realised he had to miss the World Cup if he was going to be fit for the start of this season. Something else on Wenger's mind at the moment, a shake of the head. Somebody's obviously passed on an opinion to him that he's not altogether sure about. Vieira back on his feet gingerly, and Arsenal already warming up one of their substitutes, Gilberto Silva, just in case Vieira decides he can't return, and he certainly doesn't look happy as he limps away. With the Arsenal physio there, Gary Lewin. So Gilberto Silva could get a very early opportunity in this game. And further treatment will be administered off the touchline as Campbell takes the resultant free kick. A lengthy stoppage there. So cover for the loss of Vieira temporarily. Parler's come in field. Here goes Heskey into the box. Oh, and a very brave header indeed from Martin Keown. Well, Martin Keown knows he's not the prettiest of centre-halves possibly, and it's because he sticks his head into situations like that. A good deal of bravado concern. Now Gerrard's in another spot of bother here with Thierry Henry, and Steven Gerrard is going to have to cool it in these early minutes, and Mr. Wiley might require further conversation with the England midfielder. And a little push here. And Vieira's come back on, and he's now speaking to Mr. Wiley and saying, look, this is twice in 2 minutes, same player. Brings back memories of Paul Gascoigne in an FA Cup final. He seemed to lose it very early on, and Gerrard heavily involved in the physical exchanges. Going to have to be very careful from now on, a marked man, I would suggest. Bergkamp got a header in, and the back pass is an awkward one. Henry sort of lost interest in it, so that he doesn't close Dudek down, but then the goalkeeper's clearance lands the ball back at the foot of an Arsenal man. Wilton. Formally with Bordeaux. Arsenal have started slightly the better of the two here, and there's a dash forward from Ashley Cole, which is well covered by Arnshaw, but it will be a corner. Skidding off the turf, he slithered there, did Arnshaw, and couldn't prevent the ball going out. Just 4 Arsenal players in the penalty area, as opposed to 10 from Liverpool, and it's a comfortable catch, but he's got nobody to throw the ball to, Dudek. Poland's #1 at the World Cup finals. They didn't have the best of tournaments, really. Out of your picture, by the way, Gary Lewin, the Arsenal physiotherapist, is frantically trying to get a message across the pitch from one side to the other about Vieira's injury. And nobody is taking a blind bit of notice of him. Hadjidjouf could not get the better of Keown, and Arsenal are genuinely having the better of the early exchanges here. We've had 10 minutes, we haven't had a goal. Here's a ball in that Dennis Bergkamp will meet, however. Juggles and then gives it to Henry, who still emerges with the ball. The dart down the right is from Lauren. And Liverpool scramble themselves clear. Well, it's fast, it's frantic, and there are 1 or 2 little battles developing out there, 1 or 2 little personal squabbles already. This is by no means a friendly. Both sides have, of course, been involved in competition already as warm-up for the start of the new season. Liverpool last weekend playing in Madrid. They lost to the hosts 2-0 and then beat AC Milan 2-1 a week ago. They've also met Le Havre in France and Wolfsburg and Lazio. Arsenal's pre-season has been taken in a tournament in Austria, and they've got a nice little move going here involving Cole. Still Ashley Cole. Henry asking for it, collecting Thierry Henry, and an excellent block there. Really good block by Huppier. Corner kick. Ashley Cole's part in this was significant. Slides the ball through for Henry, and Sami Huppier there again when he was most needed. Campbell is just one of those in a red shirt up there. Here he is. He was very well covered by Emil Heskey. Consecutive corners for the Gunners. Certainly winning in terms of statistics. The referee was right, it came off Heskey. So it's that familiar in-swinger again from Edu. More Arsenal players up for this one. So was Heskey there again. This is Bergkamp. Oh, clever ball from Dennis Bergkamp. And not such a clever one from Edu in return. He has such consummate skills, Dennis Bergkamp, much appreciated by his manager there. Arsene Wenger has, of course, lost Richard Wright, his goalkeeper, to Everton. Lee Dixon retired, and Tony Adams about to announce his retirement, we believe. Still no Robert Pires, of course, either, the Frenchman, who had such a great season last year. As Liverpool, at long last, begin to try and assert themselves and have a free kick midway inside Arsenal territory. One by Heskey. He's been a little low on confidence at the start of this season, but he'll be one of those in here now as Gerrard and Risa plot the free kick. Hoopier's up for it. That's a shocker. That is a shocker. Not his afternoon so far. Got a long way to go. There was talk of that ponytail coming off, but it's still there. None other than the former goalkeeping great Bob Wilson. I was reading today saying that David Stevens should still be England's #1. Another great header from Huppier. They're looking to get Juff or Owen through. What pace Liverpool have with El Hadji, Juff and Michael Owen, and they've now reverted to what we expected to be the system with Juff and Owen playing up front together and Heskey in a more withdrawn role. Oh, great turn from Henry, and look at this, a real injection of pace from the Frenchman. The ball in is just too close though to Dudek. As Bergkamp advanced there, it was flighted into the Polish goalkeeper's arms. Owen. That's the first time I can recall Michael Owen getting the ball. He's now got it again on the quarter-hour mark. Stretched by Seaman, and such a big acre of space for him to throw the ball into here for Ashley Cole. Well, for Edu. Edu had a few passport problems when he first came to England, but he's settled now. And looks like he might have a regular starting place. Parler's cross, Henry's flick, here comes Bergkamp. And Liverpool again get bodies in the way. That time it was Xavier coming across just as Bergkamp was juggling and thinking of another Dutch masterpiece. Liverpool have one of the best defensive records, of course, in the Premier League, and they're having to be resilient at the back today. Juff's header. Bergkamp nicks it to his right, where Vieira will take it on, and he'll know that Lauren will be there to help him out. Again Bergkamp, and they're allowing him plenty of space here to find Wiltord. Liverpool on the back foot again. Henry will go for goal. Curler and Dudek not having a problem with that. But it's all about Arsenal's attack and Liverpool's defence at the moment. When these sides met, of course, in the 2001 Cup final here, it was Arsenal who went ahead through Freddie Ljungberg. It was Liverpool who won, thanks to one Michael Owen. Everybody bar Dudek is now in the Arsenal half. That's the first time we've had that scenario. Traore. Liverpool have three across the centre, but the ball's going to go nowhere near any of them. Sun coming out here in Cardiff. Certainly welcome that across the way at Sophia Gardens, where Glamorgan are playing county championship cricket game today against Yorkshire. So plenty of sporting action in the Welsh capital. As Traore skips away from Bergkamp. Well played, Vieira. Should be able to advance from here. And finds Vieira. Wiltord's on his left. Tries to go right again. And you've noticed again there, Edu, the latest player to slip on this treacherous turf. Only treacherous because of the rain we had this morning. It was relayed, of course, at a cost of about £100,000 was this turf. Lovely, neat, incisive football from Arsenal. And Henry goes round in circles, gets past Haman, thumps it in! Flying save made, but it still comes out to Parla. Here's chance, Bergkamp for second save, Bergkamp for third time. Wonderful stuff from Dudek, and the Liverpool fans behind the goal rise to the Polish goalkeeper, who made not one, not two, but three saves there in the space of about 30 seconds. Incredible stuff. He's the hero of the moment, that is for sure. Seems certain that Dennis Bergkamp had to beat him there. Ray Parler involved too, bringing back memories of his wonder strike in the cup final against Chelsea. And that really did bring the game to life. We've had 20 minutes, and that 20th minute was the one that everybody will remember so far, simply for the brilliance of Jerzy Dudek. Cole's trying a bit of his own brilliance down the left here, up against Juff and Xavier. The referee says that the boot was a little high there against Michael Owen from Edu. From Vieira. Michael Owen still only 22 years of age, And Edu has now decided to go down. In that little skirmish there involving Owen and Vieira, he got a kick. He's probably got a graze to the side of his left leg. This was the moment where Henry thumped in the shot. That was the first save from Dudek. Then here came Ray Parler, knocked it back in. Bergkamp foiled the second and the third time. Great stuff. Bergkamp looked a certain scorer. Certainly on this occasion here, with the whole net to go at. He's just too straight at the keeper, to be fair. Dennis Bergkamp, who has 97 goals for Arsenal. This is moved from Inter Milan. And Gary Lewin, the Arsenal physio, very busy man at the moment. There you see exactly what I said. Leg grazes. That's what studs do to you. Well, he'll soon forget the grazes. Gary Lewin rubs it all the quicker. And in fact, Edu already wants to come back. He's got his arm raised on the touchline and he is back. Gerrard turning up in an unfamiliar sort of position there on the left side. Still 0-0 here, Arsenal and Liverpool, but the best chances undoubtedly have fallen to the double winners. Liverpool themselves, of course, won 5 trophies the season before last. But the ball is lost. El Hadji Diouf is on his way. Foul. Could be a card as well for Sylvain Wiltord. The referee is stopping his watch, and I fancy will produce a yellow card here for the Frenchman. He will. One booking apiece. Steven Gerrard, Liverpool, and now Sylvain Wiltord of Arsenal. And this is why he gets one. Scything down the Senegal striker. Well, referee consistent. It was a similar challenge to the one for which Gerrard was booked. And in a similar position as well. And now it's Gerrard who's got to take a better free kick than the last one he took from here. Which just went out of play. It is a better one, but it's well covered. Excellent skills. Lauren instigates the move. Parler continues it with a pass out here to Henry. And Traoré is winning a lot of applause from the Liverpool fans. Interesting character, Jimmy Traoré. Came to Liverpool from Laval, one of the smaller French clubs. But he really looks a quality player this season. He's so useful to Gérard Houllier because he can play centre-back or left-back. That's Traoré again, on the end of Seaman's long kick. Both these sides have featured in numerous charity shields. Arsenal winning it 9 times outright and once sharing it with their great rivals Tottenham Hotspur. And this is the 20th time that Liverpool have been involved. Outright wins for Liverpool, and 5 times they've shared it. It would be nice to see somebody win it today and to go on and equal Manchester United's record of 10 outright wins, as Dudek is kept busy again. Heskey's header on, but it won't reach Owen. Very noticeable how Heskey and El Hadji Diouf are alternating roles in support of Michael Owen. He's trying to confuse Arsenal. Nothing separating the sides as yet. But Ancho's failure to clear there gets his side into a spot of bother, and there'll be a free kick here. conceded by Haman. And Patrick Vieira has certainly been a target today. He's won a number of free kicks. This latest one might be taken by Edu. Henry's there as well. There isn't really a wall formed in front of the goalkeeper here, so Edu, I think, fancies this. Oh, dearie me, the referee might have to stop play. Went straight into the face of Risa. The crowd and the referee thought he'd been knocked out. So did this commentator, by the way. And Dave Galley, the Liverpool physio, just comes on to share a joke now with Risa. He simply decided to stay down. He fooled everybody. Seconds later, he just jumped up. And the crowd thought he was conning them all. He's obviously got a hard head. And that's the only way to deal with it. Gerrard, he was confronted straight away by Edu. They're in trouble here. It's Wiltord. This might just get a corner out of Gerrard here. Well played by the young England midfielder. He seems to have settled a bit now. The ball spins, but it'll go out of play. Every now and again, Liverpool look to be in trouble defensively, but that's why they have such a good record. They cover their tracks tremendously well. Hammond wins it, gives it to Juff. Not quite half an hour gone, but Liverpool looking to get involved here with a Heskey pass. A pass to Heskey, and he thuds in the shot straight into the chest of Seaman. It was Michael Owen's ball that got Heskey into the space inside the penalty area here. Nice little manoeuvre. That's the Owen pass that really carved Arsenal open. And Heskey, well, the angle was difficult, but he hit it hard. Plenty of power, but not sufficient height on it to beat Seaman. Xavier comes out with the ball. Heskey holds it, and then Hadji Diouf. Still settling to life with Liverpool. Foul on him by Ashley Cole. So Hadji Diouf play against Lazio a couple of weeks ago. The crowd really warmed to him at Anfield. He wasn't so impressive last weekend in Madrid, but new players always take time to bed in. I think referee Wiley just wants a quiet word with Ashley Cole and with Hadji Diouf before letting battle recommence. Two of the World Cup performers. Here's one who would like to have been Norway's Risa. It'll drift in. Heskey was up for it. It's a corner kick. Heskey posing a problem for Martin Keown there, and Keown's on the ground now. And taking his time to get off his knees. Well, he certainly won't come off. He relishes these sort of occasions, Martin Keown. Venerable now, 36 years of age. Seems to have been with Arsenal forever, doesn't he? Sent off against Liverpool last season. Liverpool, a rare corner for them. Swung in by Gerrard. Plenty of time for Haman to knock it back in here, which is exactly what he does, and a great catch by Seaman. Flies over the top of the bodies. I remember him doing that in the World Cup finals and hurting himself, but this time he landed well. Half an hour gone here in the Millennium Stadium. It's Arsenal 0, Liverpool now. Also seems strange to see Arsenal playing without Lee Dixon. Used to be Lee Dixon and Nigel Winterburn, of course, the full-backs, both now gone. Great long ball in here, just too far for Henry. And of course, the other component of that back line for Arsenal not here anymore, Tony Adams, how they're going to miss him. Oh, it'll spin away to Michael Owen here. We all know about his pace. Oh, and he's caught by Vieira. This is a problem for Vieira, who himself was the butt of a bad challenge in the early minutes. The yellow card for the Frenchman. Thankfully not red for him. He's already had 7 red cards in his Arsenal career, Patrick Vieira, and the club's new captain cautioned for a lunge at Owen, whose pace will always unhinge defenders, but he really caught him there. Testing those hamstrings. Now we all know that Risa can bullet them in from this sort of distance. It's about 25 yards out. Hamann stands by the ball. He could also square it to Steven Gerrard if they decide they want to employ a right boot rather than a left boot. And Risa really looks as though he fancies this. And it will be teed up for him, and it's through. He took a deflection, it's a corner kick. He got it through, which is the prime requirement, of course, but it took a massive deflection and was going wide, I think, anyway. He pulled it, really. I think the report would say can do better. Plenty in here for Liverpool, looking for a lead in this first half in Cardiff. Risa's ball is met very firmly by Vieira, the man just caught him. And they can all stay in there. This should be as good as a corner from Risa. The long throw, round to the penalty spot. Again, it's Vieira who meets it. For once, it's Arsenal who can't get out. Traoré. Risa. Still Risa. And he still can't hit it properly. No venom in that boot at the moment. Retractable roof here, not employed today, by the way. We're open to the heavens. It's a good atmosphere. Two sides slugging it out, looking for the breakthrough. Traoré on the left-hand side for Liverpool. Now Hamann. Might just lose the ball to Vieira, he does, but he's got it again. Oh, lovely swish of the right boot from Gerrard has brought El Hadji Jupp into play here. The block was by Adu. So the pass not the best. The Liverpool absentee really today is Jari Lippmanen. He's had a kneecap problem. Otherwise, Gerard Houllier had a full squad at his disposal. And he has the new Frenchman Bruno Cheroux on the bench. Quite impressed by him, the man from Lille. Heavy French influence here today, including this man Henry. And Wiltord, who's on his left. Still it's Henry. He'll run at Xavier here. Now he'll find Wiltord. Parler screaming for it on the right. Here comes Ray Parler. Almost shades of the goal here in May. Swishes by the right-hand upright of goalkeeper Dudek. Lovely move. Henry significant in it. Then Wiltord's pass really opened the door for Parler, and it missed by very little. That much. Campbell's clearance, and think the referee thought of giving a foul against Juff there, but Arsenal had the ball, so he sensibly allowed play to continue. Oh, Huppier for once sacrifices possession rather cheaply. Forever in our shadow. Liverpool supporters imaginative with their flags and banners, and they're trying to be imaginative in their play here as Owen knocks it inside for Risa. Well covered by Edu, although he can do no more than put it into the crowd. So Risa again asked to send in the long throw. Huppier up for it. Well met by Vieira. Vieira's the one who's got every ball away, and now he goes forward with it. We'll see Wiltord ahead. Parlour too. Only Henry through the middle. It's a good ball in for Wiltord. The cross here. Well held Dudek. It was straight at him. Henry coming in behind him, but it was just what the goalkeeper required. I said well held because it's difficult when the ball skids off this slippery turf. But Dudek's been exemplary so far today. Liverpool's #2 goalkeeper today, Chris Kirkland, the former Coventry City goalkeeper. Here comes Heskey, too far for him. A lovely flowing move, and Wiltord knew Henry was coming, but he just couldn't angle it beyond Dudek. Here is Henry, had such a prolific season of course last year. The referee's assistant didn't think the ball went out, not the whole of the ball anyway, off Wiltord, so it's Arsenal's throw-in. There should be at least a couple of minutes to add on because of the injury to Vieira early in the match, but at this moment there are about 6 minutes left. Plus whatever is added by the officials. Huppier's pinpoint pass to Hammer. Now it's with Arnshaw. What a good central pairing they are. But having said that, he gives it away. It's a chance for Arsenal here. It's Henry to run at them. It's Wiltord on his left. And well, I was talking about that central defensive partnership of Huppier and Arnshaw, and again they were to the fore when they had to be. And again, Arnshaw this time. He really has won the affection of the Liverpool fans after a nervy start after his move from Blackburn. But Arsenal really should be ahead in this game, the chances they've created. Parlour's first time ball, Henry's touch. Seaman largely untroubled at the one end as Arnshaw gets it away, making sure that Dudek doesn't have a save to make. Well, Owen's ball was intended for Hadji Diouf, but the Senegalese player wasn't looking. So it's back and Arsenal will put it out so that one of the Liverpool players, Risa, can have some treatment if he needs it. Second time he's been involved in a similar incident, but he's giving a rather withering look here to Martin Keown. And there's the odd word as well. Don't think it was complimentary. It was Lauren actually who took him out. Cameroon international, member of the African Cup of Nations winning side earlier this year. And I've no doubt a lot of people in Cameroon are probably watching this game, which is being beamed to over 140 countries. Millions around the world watching the FA Community Shield. There was always very little between Arsenal and Liverpool. We're within 5 minutes of half-time. It is often played like a game of chess, both sides looking for an opening, and Arsenal looking for one here with Henry and Wiltord. Now with Edu. Needs one little piece of magic from somebody. Maybe Edu is the man. Crunching challenge involving Vieira and Haman, and the ball comes out to Liverpool's advantage. Again Haman, who's such a key player for Liverpool. Trickery from Gerrard. Lauren had spotted what was on, and he's started a flourish here for Arsenal, which involves Ashley Cole. They've got three up around the edge of the area, but the ball is not the best. Straight into Dudek, who's missed absolutely nothing in this first half. Edu, long ball, offside Bergkamp. Thankfully we've not seen the offside flag much today. It's a rarity. All the Liverpool colours are officially black and silver. Take a bit of getting used to. Like El Hadji Diouf here, getting used to wearing it. Owen. And Gerrard. Xavier down the right. Break well here for Bergkamp. Well, he just has to check and try and get inside the marker Traore. He did that successfully. And then Henry will squander possession in the face of another lusty challenge from Haman. We're inside the last minute of the first half here in Cardiff. A new home for showpiece occasions. Goodness knows if we'll ever see Wembley again, or a new national stadium. They're taking rather a long time about it, the authorities. 2 minutes to be added. Still 0-0. It's almost inevitable the referee would give the free kick here, and there's another injury, and there's also a booking here. Thierry Henry shown yellow. Well, it wasn't the worst of challenges you've ever seen, that one. In my humble opinion, what did he do? Oh, did he feign injury? It's all a bit of a mishmash, but Mr. Wiley has seen fit to show yellow to Thierry Henry. He becomes the third Arsenal player cautioned in this first half. So just a one Liverpool player, Joe. For a moment he got goal side there of his marker. There's a free kick coming for him as well. He's not amused by that because I think he thought he'd got the better of Sol Campbell anyway. It was the referee's assistant on this side who drew the attention of referee Wiley to that. So a late chance in the half for Liverpool. And Risa will fire it in towards David Seaman. Can Liverpool get a connection on this? They have a corner. Oh, I think the Arsenal player, Ashley Cole in particular, is remonstrating because he thought he was pushed here. It'd be a surprise if he wasn't, to be honest. There's that much pushing and shoving goes on at set pieces. Huppier was involved. He's helped win Liverpool this corner kick. Again from Risa. Goes near post, and he can try again. Vieira's captaincy responsibilities clearly involve telling his players how to get rid of the ball, and he's leading by example. He's got a lot of ball out today from free kicks and corners. Huppier is standing almost on David Seaman's toe end, and he's even closer to him now. Up in the air from Henry. Oh, it came down very awkwardly for Seaman, but he gets a finger to the ball, fortunately. Late pressure for Arsenal, and a smile from Seaman, a smile too from Huppier. Could have gone anywhere, that. The referee's extending this period of time added. We're into the 3rd minute of it, as Liverpool build up the corner count, but not the goal count, not as yet anyway, and they won't be. And surely the referee's next blast on his whistle will send the teams to the dressing rooms. Michael Owen, who scored the winner in this Charity Shield last year against Manchester United. So he likes it here, having scored those 2 FA Cup final goals against Arsenal. But at half-time in the Millennium Stadium, it is Arsenal 0, Liverpool 0. Arsenal undoubtedly with the better chances. Jerzy Dudek there made a fantastic triple save, foiling Dennis Bergkamp and the likes of Thierry Henry as well. As for Liverpool, well, they've not really put a great deal of pressure on David Seaman, so Dudek has been the star of the show so far. So half-time here in Cardiff. Arsenal 0, Liverpool 0.
Is John Helm.
Substitution at half-time, replacing number 17.
And the last time most of us saw Gilberto Silva was in Yokohama, exactly 6 weeks ago, on the day that Brazil won the World Cup for a record 5th time, and a little way from him to the Arsenal fans here in Cardiff. £4.5 million it's cost them to bring him from Atletico Mineiro. A very likeable character. He's a chap who's really had to work for what he's got in life. Worked in a sweet factory and worked in a quarry at one stage in his life before becoming a professional footballer. So he's known the hard times, and now he's hoping for the good times. Well, the last time there was a goalless draw in this match, it was back in 1991, and it involved Arsenal that day against Spurs. Well, let's hope we're not going to have a goalless day here. And should the scores be level after 90 minutes, we will have penalty kicks. Here's Michael Owen, a chance straight away to make sure it's not 0-0. He'll square it, but it doesn't reach Gerrard. Adjiju, good block by Vieira. And when they've had to do, players have got back and got in blocks just like that. Mostly Huppier and Ancho for Liverpool. And it's Liverpool who are starting the second half more brightly. No foul by Bergkamp, and he's nicked the ball away. Henry will sweep it into the path of Ray Parlour. It's a real giveaway. Offside. Just talking to 1 or 2 people at half-time, notably the Republic of Ireland manager Mick McCarthy, sitting not far away from me. He said the game needs just a bit more oomph, really. He's got the feeling that they're not quite going in as full-blooded as they might do if it was a Premier League game. Understandable, of course, at the start of a new season. Players not quite there. Traore, Fahama. The way Steven Gerrard started this match, he was very competitive. Arsenal looking here, Thierry Henry, absolutely brilliant and absolutely unlucky as well. But great credit to Dudek, I think he just got a fraction of a touch on that. But Henry was streaking through the centre there and looked a certain scorer. Denied by the upright and possibly by Dudek again as well. Well, that's the closest we've come to a goal in this match. Henry has missed a couple of chances on this ground before, notably in that cup final. His pace here really unhinged the Liverpool defence. Bergkamp with the ball, look at him go there, puts his foot on the accelerator pedal and it does come off Dudek and against the upright. Arsenal a bristling start to the half, another ball from Bergkamp. Bergkamp again, master of that incisive pass to Vieira. Thought of a shot, didn't accept his own invitation to have one, and then lost the ball. Free kick against Juff here for his challenge on Cole. There it is once more, Thierry Henry, and we'll see from this angle how Dudek manages to just get a, I think it was the inside of his left leg that touched the ball and deflected it onto the post. Arsenal starting the second half brightly. A Bergkamp free kick here. The only man anywhere near the ball there was Huppier, although it's come back in there. Liverpool not getting rid of the ball convincingly. What a terrific signing Sami Huppier was when he joined Liverpool. Came to them from Willem II in Holland, where he's a Finnish international, of course. Lauren slips it down the line for Parler. Similar scenario to the first half, really. Arsenal pouring forward in numbers, Liverpool defending in depth. Gilberto Silva to Lauren. Toying with them, but not confusing Risa. Sylvain Wiltord hoping to add to his considerable tally of goals for Arsenal, really. He's never really won a regular place in the starting lineup, but he's still scored 32 goals in just over 100 appearances, which is a good ratio. And nobody's got a goal as yet this afternoon. Great challenge there on Michael Owen. And this is up towards Risa, but gratefully gathered in by Seaman. Seaman, I suppose, will be pressurised, not by Richard Wright this time, but by one of the new signings, Fabian Carini from Juventus, the Uruguayan goalkeeper. Kept in by Parler. Bergkamp will slip it through here. Henry was at full stretch and couldn't take the ball. Gerrard just a little too fancy there, instead of opting for the simple pass, and the ball lost. Arsenal monopolising the possession, but not breaking Liverpool down as yet. The longer ball is good. Accepted by Henry and inadvertently deflected into Wiltord's path. Hard. The drive was skidding across the turf. Well struck by Wiltord. Again, they're finding Dudek unbeatable. He was last week for a long time against Real Madrid, but then Real Madrid suddenly got a couple. The referee says play on. Jupp does. Owen! Almost a total miss kick. Trying to spin on it there, Michael Owen. Scuffed it up in the air. Better moments these for Liverpool. Up towards Heskey. Always difficult to make contact with the ball when it's coming in at that height and at that angle. But Michael Owen a half chance here, and the ball was knocked across to him by El Hadji Diouf. I think his standing foot slipped. Hasn't been at his sharpest in pre-season, of course didn't play in Madrid last weekend, causing speculation again about those hamstrings of his. Down goes Henry, no foul by Xavier. Arsenal, of course, won here on their last visit in May against Chelsea in the FA Cup final. Liverpool also won on their last visit. So they both like this Millennium Stadium. Everybody seems to do. Chance here for Vieira to prize them open in company with Bergkamp and Henry. Henry will shoot, surely, and a fine save. Tumbling to his right, Seaman Dudek holds on. Good effort from Henry, though. ...80 goals for Arsenal in 150 appearances, Thierry Henry. That's how good he is. And he really created that opening from nothing much. Bergkamp has done well here. But then he plays it straight at Xavier. What an inspired afternoon Jerzy Dudek is having at the moment. Contender for the Man of the Match award, which will be made at the conclusion of this game. Gerrard pushed, Harris pulled all the way by Vieira, free kick. The Man of the Match award, by the way, McDonald's are committing £1,000 worth of coaching, football, kit and equipment. So the charity nominated by the Man of the Match. Owens inside the area, tussling for the ball. It'll fall for Heskey. Chances here for Liverpool. Fine strike by El Hadji Diouf. It's a goal kick, but it's his first inkling of hope for a goal. He has scored once for Liverpool in pre-season against Wolfsburg. Cracks it in, but it's well off the mark. El Hadji Diouf, the man they call the serial killer. Think of better nicknames, really. Michael Owens had very few chances today. Cookie will try and supply him here now. Heskey initially. Gerrard's longer ball will find Risa. Difficult for him to control it first time. Now confronted by Lauren. Had a good first season with Liverpool though. Risa, he made his debut in this fixture against Manchester United last season and scored 7 times. We're looking again here at one of these flowing Arsenal moves. And that shot from Thierry Henry. Seaman as agile as ever. Minutes into the second half, and Gerard Houllier, a picture of concentration. And the manager since 1998, Arsene Wenger, with Arsenal since 1996. So well established in the English game. features so many foreign coaches and players nowadays. Very strange atmosphere at the moment. I'm talking about the weather, really. It's drizzly. Here's Owen. Too high. But he got in there, which will encourage Liverpool. Not a bad ball from Gerrard. And Michael Owen getting in front of his marker and pumping it too high. But he was in there ahead of his England colleague Keown. 27 goals last season, Michael Owen. And 111 in all for Liverpool, and he's still only 22. Gilberto Silva, then for Vieira, Bergkamp, clever header from him to spread the play to Ashley Cole. It's Hadji Diouf who came back and won the free kick as well as the ball. There is Silva. Played every single minute of Brazil's World Cup campaign. Hupia, 28 now. Sami Hupia. And Risa fooled Laurent for a minute, then stretches his legs in a personal race with him. Keown's come across as well to help out as Thierry Henry tries on a pair of new boots on his stage of the day. Size 9.5. Risa wondering who on earth he can throw the ball to. Hupia's now arrived. That's probably who he was looking for. And who he will find up here. Hupia. Out for the corner from Campbell. Hope for Liverpool, whose supporters are behind this goal, being defended by Seaman and co. To be taken by Gerrard as Thierry Henry decides that he's found a pair of boots to his liking and comes back on. Liverpool's corner kick. Can they get a goal? Oh, as close as that to one. Hadji Diouf came sliding in. Michael Owen thinks he had his shirt pulled. It's a goal kick. This will be interesting. It went across so quickly through that congested area. I don't think he'd actually got a touch from anybody. Watch Hadji Diouf here. In he goes, misses it. Owen misses it too, and he thought he was pushed. May have had a case. It's the turn of the Liverpool fans to make a bit more noise. They beat Birmingham City here, of course, in the Worthington Cup. Won the FA Cup final against Arsenal, won the Charity Shield against Manchester United. So 3 out of 3 in Cardiff for Liverpool, looking to make it 4 out of 4. And Gerrard here instrumental, and Owen. Almost caught by Parlour. About an hour in Cardiff, it's still 0-0 though. And Owen cleverly tries to trick his way around Lauren. Free kick. No booking, I don't think, but a free kick certainly. I think Lauren's argument is he couldn't get out of the way there. Owen simply flicked the ball with his toe end past him. He blocked him off. There's a cluster of substitutes warming up behind the goal. But for the moment, it's left to these 22 players to try and come up with a goal that will give one of these sides the lead, and it's Liverpool's Gerrard. Up in the air by Keown. Bags of time here for the clearance from Lawrence. It's not the best. It's gifted it to Traore. He in turn gives it away to Henry, who pulled up sharply. How calm was that from Moncho? And how clever was that from Gerrard? Gets away without much of a challenge from Gilberto Silva, but fails to get it beyond the outstretched leg there of Laura. Oh, then a bad giveaway to Didi Hamann, slips it through. This is Michael Owen's chance. Michael Owen, down he goes. No penalty kick. I don't think Owen's asking for one either. The crowd were, but there's a difference. Mr. Wiley unimpressed by anybody. Owen hands on hips. As he turned, he looks as though he might be in for the day's opener. Hamann slipped him in. There he goes, checked. Went down, no foul. Seen from this angle. And if there was a foul, it was before he went down. Long before. Liverpool just perking up a little bit at the moment. And they've had the bounce of the ball there as well. Risa to just get away from him long enough for Keown to get in a timely tackle. Liverpool's turn to flash forward in numbers. Wiltord, clever dribbling skills from Sylvain Wiltord. The move continues with Ray Parlour. Real London boy. Then with Laura. Eric. It's into Bergkamp, and it's wide. And there was no flag. It would have counted. Chances just starting to appear here. There was no flag there because Xavier was playing Bergkamp onside, but he dragged it across the face of Dudek's goal. Lovely little ball through from Patrick Vieira. The game remains scoreless. Still Arsenal look for that break. Henry and Lawrence joining in here. Good run from the right fullback. Corner kick. After back-tracking Traore. All hope springs eternal for a goal in this game, and it's Arsenal asking more of the questions again, but not being able to provide answers in terms of a goal as yet. Campbell coming up. Scored with that resounding header, of course, for England against Sweden. And this is a Thierry Henry corner for Arsenal. Back again from Parlour. Wiltord to take on Xavier. The man from Mozambique came out with the ball and fed El Hadji Diouf, but he's in danger of losing it. To do no more than play it back for Dudek. He's now impressing with his footwork. Let alone his shot stopping. Heskey. It's a lively spell at the moment. The game does need a goal, as all games do. Gerrard will look to pick out Owen here. He's found him with his run, and Owen can't control the ball. But he's getting a bit more involved in the match, Michael Owen, than he was in the first half. Danny Murphy, one of the Liverpool subs today, looks as though he's about to get a slice of action. Aaron. It's been another good day for Jimmy Traore here, the Frenchman. It's up towards Heskey, beaten away, but only to Owen. He can't elude Cole. There goes Ray Palmer. Such a good servant, 10 years with Arsenal. Will Tour's made a dash ahead of Cole, and that will go straight out off Bergkamp. He was offside anyway, so the time for Danny Murphy to be summoned. And it's Didi Hamann, who's had an exhausting time really when you think that he played in the World Cup final. So involved in so many games for Germany, and then he's been virtually into pre-season training. And Liverpool already have 5 games pre-season, so he's due a rest. And he gets a break now, and the English international Murphy coming on. So unlucky, Danny Murphy, to miss out with a foot injury right on the eve of the World Cup. Oh, that was a handball by Juff. Playing a bit of basketball. I didn't know they played it in Senegal. Time for refreshment from Dickmar Hamann. Nice layoff from Bergkamp. Henry from his French colleague. Vieira, it's through here. Dennis Bergkamp, real chance here for Arsenal. The pullback good. The goal even better from Gilberto Silva. And what a way to get off the mark for a new club. We'll have a little bit of samba. The second half substitutes, Arsenal lead, and Gilberto Silva has his first goal as an Arsenal player. And it's a nice place to score it. Delightful layup. Dennis Bergkamp pulling the ball back, and a hammer blow from the left boot of the Brazilian. And we've got a game on now. Clinically struck beneath Dudek, who had foiled Arsenal up to this point, but nothing could stop this one. Rammed into the Liverpool net by the Brazilian, and Arsene Wenger's latest cheque is already paying off. £4,500 worth. And a goal that's going to be worth a bob or two. And really Arsenal, good value for their lead. They've created the better chances all afternoon. That goal came on 68 minutes. So we're exactly halfway through the second half, and Arsenal have got their break. And are looking good for it. And they're steaming forward here. They're 4 up against 3. And it's a similar move involving Will Touré, and the cross will be met by Traoré, who came at a terrible height for him. And they're under the cosh at the moment, Liverpool. And away goes El Hadji Diouf. We all know about his pace. Checks inside, does well, shows good skills. Vieira, who got back with him, just to stymie the move momentarily. It continues now with Traoré. Good response this from Liverpool with Murphy, and now Gerrard. They've 3 across the centre, and it took a massive deflection, the shot by Gerrard. Corner. Arsenal 1, Liverpool 0. Liverpool's response has yielded them a corner kick. 22-year-old Gerrard gives a signal. Seaman on his line could be troubled by Huppier here. And he isn't, because he gets a fist to the ball and the whistle went at the same time. Ponytail's looking a bit bedraggled under the rain here. So Arsenal have one hand on the Community Shield, which is the old Charity Shield. It's simply been modified to reflect the change in the match designation. Arsenal looking to win it for a 10th time outright. And this their 16th Shield final. And they are looking for a modicum of revenge for that cup final defeat by Liverpool. But remember, Arsenal were leading in that one as well, and then 2 Michael Owen goals dragged the cup up to Merseyside. And they've visibly upped their game, Liverpool, here. Another Gerrard free kick. Again, Hoopier's up there. So is the other big man, Heskey. Away by one of Arsenal's big fellas. To Onshaw. Gerrard again involved. Skips away from Will Todd. Little flick from Owen. Juff. And on he goes, El Hadji Juff. Down he goes too. Shake of the head from the referee. No penalty. And one of the Arsenal men is trying to pull Juff to his feet. I don't think he's hurt. He's not going to book him either. For the well, it could have been perceived as a dive by some. It's the Liverpool fans who were booing the lack of award of a penalty, or Arsenal fans who were booing El Hadji Juff. Anyway, the game goes on. Arsenal play their way out. It's a much better game now. And Martin Keown has stormed 30 yards. And now he can trot back. Doesn't like getting too far forward. Good running again by Parler as well, but the cutback will be easily met by Hoopier. Foul on Risa this time. Arsenal still a goal adrift. And Liverpool will soon make another substitution. We see El Hadji Juff here. He's down. It was Vieira who was involved in that incident. And, as he went down, Juff looked up to see if he'd got a penalty out of it. Could have been seen as a dive. Certainly Mr. Wiley was not sufficiently impressed to give a penalty kick. The substitute sees Milan Baroš come on. Striker has been in good pre-season form. Czech Republic man from Baník Ostrava, who scored a week ago against AC Milan, has come out onto the field of play for Liverpool. Risa loses out in a crunching challenge here with Lauren. Some pace about the game now. And Hoopier comes out on top yet again. What a majestic player he is, Sami Hoopier. It is Emil Heskey who has been withdrawn by Liverpool for the arrival of Milan Baroš. Gerrard for Liverpool. Into the Arsenal half he goes. Looks up and wonders where to play the ball. In the end, Xavier makes himself available. A rather weak giveaway from El Hadji Juff. All new players find the pace of the English game electrifying when they first come in and very difficult to cope with, and Juff may be one of those, though he's got pace to burn himself, of course. But it's over the 90 minutes that it counts. Vieira. There's another tired moment when the goal scorer Silva had a yellow card for him as well. So a memorable first appearance here. He's got a goal and he's got a yellow card as well to go with it now. 4 of the 5 yellow cards have been shown to Arsenal players. Owen then loses out to Campbell, but he's still won his side of throw-in. Huppier looking to be on the end of Reese's latest throw. The ball sort of slipped in his grasp, I think. Still is a useful touch from Huppier, and another. Until Henry's back there to clear. And a free kick here against Dennis Bergkamp. Chance for Liverpool to show their expertise at set pieces. Well, Liverpool practiced their set-piece routines in Madrid a week ago, and Alhaji Diouf is one of those involved. And they're now taking off Xavier, his replacement, the German international Marcus Babbel, who's just coming back, of course, after that terrible illness, Guillain-Barré syndrome, which confined him to a wheelchair a year ago. So great to see Marcus Babbel back. What will he watch here with this free kick? It looks like Diouf. How can he hit them? Or how can he chip them? Just wide. Went for the delicate touch. Delicate, but not accurate. So his goal still is the only one of the afternoon. This is how it came, with Dennis Bergkamp pulling the ball back invitingly, but it was still a crunching left foot shot from Gilberto Silva. For his first goal as an Arsenal man. Just 12 minutes remain. And a free kick here for Liverpool against Vieira. One of the 4 Arsenal men who has already seen yellow today. The others Wiltord, Henry and Silva, along with Gerrard of Liverpool, who have this free kick. Risa. With Babbel having gone up there alongside Barros. It's not a bad looking one, and Martin Keown is the one who gets head to ball. And every Liverpool fan gets to his feet to protest at the referee's assistant's decision there to award the throw in Arsenal's way. Well, to a man, I think they were convinced he got that wrong. It's only a throw in after all. That's the highest today. Liverpool's problem can be scoring goals. They don't concede many, but they didn't exactly score that many last season either at times. They did have their purple patches. Ask Ipswich Town, who conceded 11 against them in 2 matches. Here is their throw-in. Oh, it's a great chance here for Barros. He couldn't take it. He scored spectacularly last week with a header against Milan, but he couldn't answer the call then. It's a huge punt back by Murphy, and with 10 minutes to go, Dudek just manages to get enough stud on the ball to direct it to Onshel. Liverpool are still alive here. 10 minutes left, 1 down to Arsenal, who have possession with Silva. Gilberto Silva orchestrating a move and then conceding possession. One thing you never do with Liverpool is count them out. They have this ability to score goals late in a match. Murphy's indiscretion here. We'll see a free kick against them though. Once again, Vieira in trouble, and yellow card Danny Murphy. Hasn't been on long enough to get one, you might think, but he has. And this is why he's got it. I think he probably was genuinely going for the ball, but a mistimed challenge, the sort of thing you see early season. And Danny Murphy becomes the second Liverpool player cautioned in this particular game. Well, Vieira's really been in the wars today, but that's the nature of his game. Arsenal going to make a substitution in a moment as well, which I think will involve Dennis Bergkamp. Arsene Wenger, great protectionist where Patrick Vieira is concerned. He's often felt he was badly done to. Is there a way back for Liverpool in this game in which they trail by a goal to nil? And a free kick for that. And more competitive, I think, in the second half. Still, they delay that substitution, Arsenal. I think they're going to make it shortly, and so Liverpool. Liverpool are going to make a switch as well, but they have a free kick from Gerrard here. Murphy. They'll have to play it left here to Traoré. Oh, Murphy caught in possession, and well, I think he'd actually lost the ball there, but the free kick's been given against Gilberto Silva. It enables Liverpool to move forward in numbers here. It'll be Gerrard into the area. There's a slit there as well, which enables him to cross it, but Keown's had an outstanding game, was there. And they'll run it out now, and who better to run it out than Thierry Henry? He'll run direct at the Liverpool goal. There are two coming up across the centre, but Henry can't find them, and the ball spun away off Arnshaw straight through to Dudek. Liverpool could have sealed it there and then. Arsenal could have sealed it there and then with that break from Henry. Gerrard, lovely ball to Barros. Great tackle as well from Vieira, how well he's played. Enjoying his role as captain. Wiltord, who's had a quiet second half. Beyond Bergkamp. The players are beginning to tire a little. It's a big pitch, this one. The Premier League campaign a week away, but their levels of fitness improving all the time. Gerrard pops it through. A lovely ball it was to El Hadji Diouf. Can't get beyond Cole. And it's a goal kick. And again the Liverpool fans protest. I don't feel they're getting the rub of the green at the moment. And if the referee looks to the touchline, he'll see that both sides are keen to make substitutions, and they will make them. On the Arsenal side, there's a new name for many people coming on here, Kolo Touré. There's a 21-year-old from the Ivory Coast. He's coming on for Bergkamp, and Michael Owen is going to be replaced on the Liverpool side by Vladimir Smica.
Number 10, Dennis Bergkamp, is number 28, Kolo Touré.
Well, it was Bergkamp who set up the one goal of this afternoon. Disappointment for Michael Owen not to score again, and here is Touré. I say he's 21 years of age, from the Ivory Coast, a defender who played in the African Cup of Nations. Arsenal are 5 minutes away from winning the Charity Shield as it used to be known, now the Community Shield for the 10th time outright. Dudek will try and measure this one. It's beyond Barros, who's also pushed his man, Lara. Milan Barros, figure he came to Liverpool last season, of course. from Banik Ostrava. Didn't really make an impact at all, but in pre-season he's looked very good. Scored a winning goal against Le Havre and scored against AC Milan last weekend. There's Touré's first touch on the ball. It was quite a good one as well. A tall chap, here he is again, using his feet this time. And I think he just lunged at Gerrard. Gerrard looks at Touré, certainly. And sorry, he says. Why do you say sorry in Ivory Coast language? Flag is raised. And still you feel that Hadji Diouf is not quite the player he was in the World Cup finals. Cheroux on the touchline here, Bruno Cheroux. Impressed against Lazio in a pre-season game at Anfield a couple of weeks back. And a goal-scoring midfielder, Cheroux, and he comes on in place of Jimmy Traoré, who's done well again. And Traoré got a pat on the head from Phil Thompson, the Liverpool assistant manager there.
Is number 28, Bruno Cheroux.
Liverpool's 5th substitution already. But Arsenal's attack going here with Touré. The ball actually came off him. That will be a goal kick. A correct decision, I'm sure. Arsenal have only made the 2 substitutions against Liverpool's 5. Smits has got a good touch on here. It's opening up for El Hadji Diouf. Can he finish here? Hadji Diouf too high, snatched at it a little. Didn't actually score in the World Cup finals, so they got those 8 goals on the way there. But he was impressive.
67,337.
The crowd figure, by the way, which has just been given to the crowd here in Cardiff, 67,337. That suggests one thing to me: a few traffic jams on the way home. But an excellent crowd here in this excellent stadium. Free kick against Babel for Arsenal, looking to put the seal on success in the last minute of the 90. The ball as well, critically. Parlour, very much the hero here in May. Wiltord. And Cheroux wins it, Frenchman from Frenchman, Vieira. And Cheroux could be a hit for Liverpool this season once he's settled. Diouf on the charge. It's one of those moments, is that, where Campbell's used his body on Diouf. Diouf's appealing for a free kick. Referees very rarely give them. And we move into stoppage time in the Millennium Stadium with Wiltord trying to get beyond Hoopier. That's something very few people manage. 3 minutes to be added on. That's all that can prevent Arsenal from winning the competition here today. So the FA Community Shield could be the first piece of silverware for Arsenal in their season, but they've conceded a free kick here, so there will be some pressure from Liverpool now, and they might as well send everybody off. As the sun threatens to come out again. A rare glimpse of it. Well, Risa to take it. Hoopier, Smitzer, Diouf, Barros, Babel and Cheroux, all intended targets for John Arne Risa. And he wipes a bead of perspiration away. The ball slithered from his grasp, but he hurls it long to Seaman. and Parler might cross it because there are 2 Arsenal men through the middle. One of them will toward. Skips away from Smitzer. They just need to keep the ball, really. Henry may try and do that up in the corner here against Oncho, and he'll settle for a throw-in. Still they keep them hemmed in the corner. Martin Keown has been named as man of the match, and he has played well. The other contender would have been Jerzy Dudek, who made some terrific saves, the Liverpool keeper. Well, referees are never too popular with the decisions, and this one's gone Liverpool's way. But surely time has just about run out for them. 1 goal is all Arsenal have required. It looks like being good enough, but here comes Risa for Liverpool. The last sally forth from them, involving Cheru now. It's an excellent left foot. Pings it across here. Must be Seaman's ball, and is. Nearly lost it as he fell, and he's not exactly happy with the challenge that was put in on him either by Marcus Babbel. England versus Germany. Referee Wiley consults his watch. Liverpool have a throw-in. It's Arsenal's trophy. They win the FA Community Shield for the 10th time and thereby equal Manchester United's record, thanks to a Brazilian. And a touch of magic from Gilberto Silva converting Dennis Bergkamp's cross. And what a start to his Arsenal career. He won the World Cup in Yokohama 6 weeks ago today, and his goal was won for Arsene Wenger the FA Community Shield today in Cardiff. And Arsenal wreak some revenge for their defeat at the hands of Liverpool just over a year ago here in the FA Cup final. Gerard Houllier knows there are better times ahead for Liverpool, I'm sure, this season. Maybe silverware, but Arsenal claim the first prize of the domestic campaign in England. A man of the match performance from England's Martin Keown. Some sublime touches as always from Dennis Bergkamp, but it's Gilberto Silva whose goal has won Arsenal the FA Community Shield. They beat Liverpool by 1-0.
So the Arsenal fans celebrate at the Millennium Stadium, the curtain raiser to the Premier League. 1-0 victory and a golden debut for the Brazilian.
Yeah, it certainly was, and a great ball back from Bergkamp, won it in the clinical finish. Just interesting seeing the Arsenal players there talking around. Didn't look like Bergkamp was understanding much Gilberto was saying to him, so some communication problems in the near future anyway for Arsenal, but Liverpool came back into it, didn't they? Second half, they had a little period there where they looked like they might score, but for me, Arsenal just had a bit too much class on the day.
Seaman somewhat rarely tested, but I think that it's auguring well there for Arsene Wenger and his men, considering the amount of ball they had and the amount of openings they cut through normally rock-like Liverpool defence. It wasn't the case today.
No, Arsenal's defence was outstanding. Martin Keown getting man of the match, but for me, Patrick Vieira had a superb game in the middle of the park, winning the ball, great service into the front men. He's so mobile and so quick on his feet for such a big man, and you know, new responsibility for him this year, being club captain as well as, you know, captain on the field, and hopefully he can tame his discipline problems that he's had in the past year or two.
Certainly a colossus in the middle of the park.
Oh,
He
yeah.
can just do everything. I mean, he doesn't score a lot of goals. He gets the odd one or two, but apart from that, he can do everything. Tackles, gets forward with the ball. Great feet for such a big man. And they look like they're on their way to another good season, don't they?
He's had a shocking couple of months, Silva, hasn't he? He's won a World Cup with Brazil.
Another
Big
medal.
transfer.
Yeah, another medal.
Big transfer across to Arsenal, and then it must have nearly been his first touch of the ball, and his good finish. But for me, that's when we talk about the way Liverpool are playing, changing their system a bit with more 3 front men. That's how important Dietmar Hamann is to Liverpool's midfield. You saw there where Bergkamp did break through. Silva broke from midfield, and Danny Murphy, who just came on for Hamann, didn't track back, and good finish by Hamann. By Silva.
By Silva.
They just lack, for me, a little bit of invention in the middle of the park, Liverpool. You know, they haven't got a Vieira. They just don't look like they've got anyone who can unlock, you know, the quality when you're talking about the Uniteds and the Arsenals and the Chelseas are going to be difficult as well. I just don't see them having that class. But I mean, they've got some new signings who we haven't seen today, and I know Cheru is a very, very good player. So maybe that's going to be sort of the change.
That's the difference. I think that's what Hulier is doing, trying to play 3 front men. If they don't get their penetration from the middle of midfield, which it looks like they may not, he's relying on their penetration coming from Riso out wide or Gerrard, and that didn't come tonight.
Do you take much out of games like this, though, when you get into the competition proper?
Well, if you have a look there, you know, if you look at the pictures, look at the players, they have. You know, I think that it wasn't played as a friendly, it was a physical match.
A lot of yellows.
A lot of yellow cards, a lot of feeling in the game. Obviously, there's a bit of competition there between Hulier and Wenger, and French players on both teams. But, you know, I think that it's a good indication of where they're at the moment. It's the first bit of silverware in the cabinet. And you see there the players having to swap their shirts back for the presentation because they swapped shirts early, and looks like they wanted... The officials want him to put their original shirts back.
I don't think he'll be swapping his, just quietly. I think he'll keep his first Arsenal shirt. But Thierry Henry could have got a couple of goals today as well.
Yeah, I mean, he looked electric the first half, and the second half he was a little bit more quiet, just probably in the image of the way Arsenal were in the second half. Liverpool had their chances. I did think that Liverpool might have had a penalty. Vieira diving in the box. I mean,
maybe 2. The shirt pull on Owen as well.
So they were a bit better in the second half. You see Phil Thompson talking to Reece and probably telling his players, look, you know, we want to be picking up the trophies. I know Phil Thompson is very, very passionate about his football.
They've been there so many times before, though. They've won it 10 times, played in 20 now, and this is the 3rd time they've faced Arsenal, and well, Liverpool had won it previously in 79 and 89, and now it's Arsenal's day.
Well, isn't it the first time Liverpool's lost to Cardiff now?
It would be, yeah.
Yeah, because they won't beat Birmingham City, Arsenal in the FA Cup final.
That was a thriller. That was the League Cup final.
It's always nice to get a medal in it.
Yeah.
You'd know, wouldn't you?
Well, I got a medal, I got a Charity Shield runners-up medal. We got beat by Manchester United in 94, playing for Blackburn. We didn't have Shearer and Sutton up front, which was a big loss. But, you know, we went on to win the championship, so maybe that's a sign for Liverpool.
Somewhat strange not seeing Manchester United here.
Amazing, isn't it?
Amazing.
They will be a force this year, Manchester United. You do get the feeling.
The one place they were suspect last year, Ferguson's gone and spent a lot of money on the one player in Rio Ferdinand. Interestingly enough, they've let probably 8 or 9 players go.
We're going to head back to the Millennium Stadium and our commentator again, John Hill.
Once again, the problem that surfaced for Liverpool's in converting chances. Just couldn't score goals and didn't get one today. They finished 3rd in Real Madrid's centenary tournament the previous weekend. They finished second to this Arsenal side here today. And it is a glittering trophy, the FA Community Shield, which has been modified since the change of name. No change in the competition though. And it's the first time Arsenal have beaten Liverpool in the Charity Shield or Community Shield. They've met twice previously. 1979 Liverpool beat Arsenal 3-1 with a couple of goals from Terry McDermott, and in 1989 Liverpool beat Arsenal 1-0 with a goal from Peter Beardsley, a former England colleague of David Seaman, who steps forward. Yet another honour for Messrs Seaman and Bergkamp. And Ray Parlour, happy memories for him 4 months ago, one of the goal scorers in Arsenal's FA Cup final win over Chelsea. Well, the new men there, Pascal Sigan, an arrival from France, one of the substitutes who was unused today. Silverware for Sol. Oleg Luzhny didn't get on. Goalkeeper Stuart Taylor. Martin Keown, the man of the match. And so the FA Community Shield, the first trophy of the 2002-2003 season, goes to Arsenal and to their captain, Patrick Vieira. They take it for the 10th time outright. And you could not deny that they were the better side and deserving winners today. Only a single goal from Gilberto Silva to show for their expertise and their dominance of the game, but it was enough, and it's Arsenal's shield. And one wonders if there are further honours to come over the course of the next few months for Arsene Wenger and his team of all the talents.
Good presentation, Martin. Congratulations to the champions of last year and the FA Cup winners.
So it's a wonderful start to a new campaign for Arsenal. Always good to have some silverware to put in the trophy cabinet just to inspire the players. And the FA Community Shield has been won by Arsenal for their 1-0 success against traditional rivals Liverpool in the traditional showpiece of the start of the season. Well done to Arsenal.